I am Jennifer MacKezie, and I'm the Festival Director of Spark Photo Festival. I am delighted to have you all here this evening for our grand opening. We have Teresa Kaszuba, who I'm sure is familiar to all of you by face and by voice, and is also a Spark board member. A couple of housekeeping. We are going to keep everybody on mute. We would definitely encourage you to use the little reaction buttons if you want to clap. We'll have some screen sharing, some gallery view, so you'll be able to see everybody at certain times, but we do have some images for you to see. And certainly if there's anything, if it cuts out or anything, we apologize in advance. We have some guest speakers, and Brad Carson is our tech person. So if there's any sort of tech issue and you need somebody's attention, you can use the chat box to direct message Brad, and he can pay attention to that because we probably can't.
And Brad's the right person on that.
I will pass it over to Teresa.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you everybody for signing in. So happy to have you here. We are going to start with the land acknowledgement, as we respectfully acknowledge that we are on the treaty and traditional territory of the Mississauga Anishinaabe. We offer our gratitude to the First People for their care for and teachings about our earth and our relations, and may we honor those teachings. It is our great pleasure and honor to introduce Councillor Keith Rial, bringing greetings on behalf of the Arts, Culture and Heritage Advisory Committee of the City of Peterborough.
Thank you very much for the invitation, and certainly I want to start off by, even though this is April the 1st, this is no April Fools. We are so happy to have Sparks back in Peterborough. 2 years without this event has, I know that the photographers themselves that love to show their works, and certainly it's been a focal point when they're showing their art around the city, and it was a draw. And all the businesses that show the artists and the photographers their art, that this would be a draw for them, and certainly it meant a boon for the city downtown when the people were coming down to participate in Sparks, but also making an event and maybe have dinner. And so certainly I think that for 2 years we have been without this this event, which has been a hallmark, I think, for the downtown and certainly the photographers in the city and the area. So on behalf of Arts, Culture and Heritage, I as the board chair, but also on the City of Peterborough, I want to congratulate you and the executive for putting this back together again. Certainly, hopefully that we have COVID behind us and we're going to have many more years. And certainly I look forward to this year. I love the event myself. I like going into the venues and looking and seeing what the artists have presented this year. So I think it'll be a wonderful, I know it's going to be a wonderful event. So thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us, Councillor Rial. We so appreciate your support of the arts, especially through the pandemic. And please extend our gratitude to your colleagues as well at City Hall. And just a little sneak peek, there's a kind of a neat image in City Hall in our showcase exhibit. And have a lovely evening. Okay, sorry, we just had a little pop up there. Brad, you can't see the waiting room, can you? No. Okay, I'm just gonna put it over on the side.
No.
There we go. Sorry about that. The technicals of Zoom. Well, we certainly couldn't put this fabulous festival together for our community without the passion and the assistance and the funding of many. Spark is a not-for-profit organization. We're able to bring the photographic art to Peterborough and the city of Kawartha Lakes through the incredible support of our financial and in-kind sponsors. This year's funders, we have the City of Peterborough Investment Grant, Councillor Keith Rial and the Arts and Heritage Committee. We are very appreciative of that. The Ontario Trillium Foundation Community Building Fund was specifically for COVID relief, and we were very honored that they were able to come on board and get us through the strain of the last 2 years and bring the festival to us this year. And of course, LLF Lawyers has been a founding sponsor, and they're the presenting sponsor of our showcase exhibit this year. Bill Lockington is a founder and also is hosting us with their internet tonight. So, and they help us out in so many ways. We have patrons Michael Harris and Don Scott, Nancy Westaway, many in-kind sponsors, so numerous. We have a whole sponsors page on our website, so we encourage you to check that out and support those businesses as well. Our board members, they must, wonder about my emails sometimes, but they mostly answer them. And I appreciate we have 11 wonderful board members on our volunteer committee. We have volunteer committee members, our contract tech people. Rich Helms does our website, and Brad Carson. You'll learn more about him. Our host venues. Thank you for opening up your buildings and your spaces for us, because without your walls, we wouldn't have anywhere to put the art. And all the helpers along the way, there's so much that goes into it. And of course, the photographers, we have over 100 of them participating this year, ranging in age from teenagers to octogenarians.
Lovely.
And many are participating and exhibiting their work for the very first time. They've taken the leap, and we're so pleased that they've chosen to do that with Spark. And we have also our dedicated veterans that return year after year with their exhibits. Our photographers truly are the spark. So speaking of sparks, I'm going to introduce Kenneth Powell right now, and he is the chair of our board. And Ken would like to say a few words on behalf of the board. Thanks, Ken.
Thanks, Jennifer. Is that clear through you, my voice? That's good.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Well, we're well on our way to a successful program this year, and that's quite energizing to see, considering what we've been through in the last few years. I just want to remind everybody that this is all about the photographers in the area who are taking photos and presenting their work, and Spark provides them that opportunity. Has been doing that since 2013, when Bill and Mickey Renders and Rob Boudreau first got the idea and got the whole thing rolling. So my main role today as board chair is just to acknowledge that we do have quite an active board. It's been a delight and energizing to work with them, and there's 10 other board members. And while we do concentrate and think on governance and finance and budgeting and all that stuff that we should, everybody is also involved in a working committee, and they take quite an active role in making sure this festival works. And every one of the initiatives that you heard about or will hear about has a board involvement, from the juried program, the showcase exhibit, from fundraising. So a shout out to all of those volunteer board members. And of course, I would be remiss if I didn't reference you, Jennifer. We're really fortunate to have you on board as our festival director. You've got tons of energy, you got bundles of enthusiasm, and you're very skilled at bringing this all together. And I've watched you chug along when you don't know, how to do something. You figure it out. We don't have a huge number of resources. We run a fairly lean operation, so when things get going that you don't know about, then you bear down and dive in and learn and execute. So for that, the board really does thank you, and should all the participants as well. The festival works because of you and your enthusiasm and your big smile. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Ken. And so now we've had people setting up. Oh, good one. We've had everyone setting up all week and measuring and climbing ladders and printing and picking up from printers and mounting things on the wall. Now that everyone has put all this work into getting their exhibits up on the walls and displayed, we want an easy way to help visitors find them. So this is where Brad comes in, and just launched this week. We have new tools to get the festival info out to the audience. And welcome, Teresa. This is a mobile app. It's 2022. It's Spark Catalog at your fingertips. It's free to download on the App Store, and you can have a map. You can mark your favorites. You can see sample images, read about the photographers. You can even contact them straight from the app. So that's one way to do it. And then we also have an interactive map on our webpage, so you can check out all the exhibits. And then each exhibit also has an individual webpage. So we've made it very easy to get all that information, and we definitely want everybody searching out their favorite exhibitors and going to see all 26 exhibits.
If there was ever an app that was up to the task of capturing not only the energy of Spark, but the breadth of Spark, this is absolutely the one. It's so impressive and exciting, and we're so pleased with it.
And our very own Brad Carson was the developer of the app. And the best thing is it's great for other festivals too. So you'll be able to download that app, and then as other festivals join on, you can just keep using the same app. And our Spark information will be on there for a whole year.
Yeah, it's
Until
fantastic.
next year's information.
Exactly. I can't wait till you see it. However, if you are somebody who likes to have something in hand, I'm going to try. Okay, I don't have it. If you do like to have something in hand, we have that as well. This is our beautiful brochure for those of you who like to have something printed. It has the list of exhibitors, old school maps. It'll guide you all around the community and all around the exhibits as well. It's designed by board member and graphic designer Christina Dedis. Thank you so much, Christina. And printed by Vincent Press.
Perfect. Now, I'm sure everybody's been eager to find out what's going to be on the walls and in the windows for Spark this year. We have such a variety. We're going to show you a sneak peek. Anybody that was at our event on Monday might have seen these already, but we want to share these with you. And as you can see, we have such a variety. We have polar bears and street photography and nature, of course, because of where we live. It's natural that we do. We have community groups, and one of them, there's in Activity Haven, there's over 60 images. Some of them are just 6 images, but it doesn't matter, how many images. I think everybody's going to find something. There's portraits, there are, digital compositions. The creativity every year just amazes me, and we have such talent in our community, and we have 26 exhibits, 22 venues, and there's one in Lindsay, Fenelon Falls, Lakefield, Bridge North, Buckhorn, City of Peterborough, Keene. So you can tour all around, use your Teresa app, use your interactive festival map, plan your tour. And we have the whole month of April. We've got the TAS students, and they're at Ashburnham Ale House. We have animals, and we have Patterns and Shapes by Ken Powell. And, it's just, every year, I feel like an infomercial, but I believe it, because every year I'm amazed that you can see such moving images and such diversity through the whole exhibit. And there's just always something to be so very intriguing. And we have our juried monochrome exhibit, and then this is our showcase exhibit. So it is at the YMCA. You might have recognized that was Peterborough then at the Outboard Marine, and this is the Canadian Canoe Museum now. So that's the theme of our showcase. So a little more about our showcase. Are you gonna?
You know what? And that was such a I don't know about you. If you love photography as much as I do, you just want to go back and go slowly through those images again and see them closer. Will you get a chance to do that on the app and when you visit in person?
And when you visit in person.
But in the meantime,
Peterborough then and now, we partnered with 3 museum partners. We have Lang Pioneer Village Museum, we have Trent Valley Archives, and Peterborough Archives and Museums. And they collected images for us, and we compiled those images. It was such a hard selection. There's so many fascinating historical images from the late 1800s to the 1950s. And then we partnered them with the current scene.
Does anybody recognize this spot?
Has anybody been to Norwood lately? Been to the Home Hardware? because you would not believe that it almost looks exactly the same, except for the satellite dishes on the front. So here is our home hardware. So this is an image by Michael Harris, one of our board members, one of our talented exhibitors. So we sent out our intrepid photographers. Some of them dug through their archives to find images. I dug through Instagram to find some images that match the historical images. And then we sent out some of our photographers to go and take that same angle, and so we can get a good look of Peterborough then and now. And one of the amazing things is some things are so similar and some things have changed quite drastically.
They don't even exist anymore.
They
They're
don't even
completely
exist.
different landscapes. It's really quite fascinating.
Yeah,
Fantastic exhibit.
And that we mounted that at the YMCA Balsillie Family Branch, and people are so excited. It's right in the foyer there, and you have to get out and see that. We thank all of our local photographers, our museum partners, of course, and Trent Campus Print, who was amazingly patient and with my newly found print demanding skills, and they've printed all our images, and they really are wonderful.
It's one of those, I have an idea, but you have to go to somebody for it. So thank you very much, Trent Campus.
Okay, so now we are getting to the height of what many of you have joined in for, I'm sure. And we have so many exhibitors here, lots of our open call exhibitors, our group exhibitors, our individual exhibitors, but we also have a lot of the people that entered our juried exhibit competition. And every year it is just so exciting. It's an Ontario-wide competition. This year, the theme was monochrome, and the subject could be anything the photographer and the camera could capture, but it did have to be monochrome in some way, and capture they did. We had a record number of entries. I just couldn't even believe my inbox as the entries were coming in. 87 photographers, from students as young as 11 years old to more octogenarians still with their cameras. The committee, Margaret Hamilton, Alan Rothwell, and Pete Rellinger, and I worked for months and collating and organizing and all of the logistics, the printing, the framing, and hanging it up on the walls. And now you can see the top 25 images in print on the walls in the lovely gallery space at Chasing the Cheese on Charlotte Street. And I saw it yesterday. Goosebumps, literal goosebumps. So it was very, very exciting.
Our jury of professional photographers did have a challenging task. They had to narrow down 257 images to just the 25 that were printed and hung on the walls. We, as I see your faces there, and I see the names of many of you that I've had a chance to admire your work, now I get to see that you're here. We want to thank so gratefully our judges, Bill Hornbostel, Sam Moss, and Arnold Zagaris.
Hello, we have Bill and Arnold here.
It's so great to have you here. Thank you. Hello, Bill, and thank you, Arnold, and of course, Sam. We want to thank you, spending hours poring over the images, collaborating to select the images that you felt represented the theme monochrome. Whatever stood out for you is best for attributes like technical skill, like creativity, and originality. When we talk about the team behind putting something like Spark together, our judging panel is very, very special to us. Thank you. From those 25, however, the ones that are hanging now at Chasing the Cheese, the judges further deliberated, discussed, critiqued. I don't think we got to arm wrestling. However, it was close. There have been some who have worked so hard, the three of you, to involve and to choose the best of the best to win cash prizes and accolades of being award winners. And our winners are...
We're gonna just wait. We have some intro material.
Okay, good.
We're playing. Perfect. And there are judges. Thank you again.
Winners honorable mention, Grand Central Station by Laura Jude DeWolf. Third place, Pinch Hitter by Katie Elmont. Second place, Close Encounter by Jack Loughran. And Best in Show, Financial Shuffle by Randall Romano. Thank you all for your submissions and for your amazing work. Fantastic.
And there they are hanging on the wall at Chasing the Cheese, and all the other 21 images, they all look spectacular. I don't know how the judges did it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very glad that they're highly specialized people to do that work. Thank you again to all of our photographers. And thank you so much for everyone who put the effort in. There are many opportunities to meet the photographers through the month of April. And
Oh, sorry, we skipped a bit.
thank you to all our photographers. Thank you to our jury. We are going to announce the theme for our 2023 juried exhibit this fall. Let's enjoy this year, though.
Yes, but I think we'll give
Yes.
a visual
Oh my
round of applause for, I see Randall.
I did see
Romano
Randall.
right there.
Congratulations, Randall.
And Randall's entire exhibit is at Peterborough Public Library. He has a whole street street photography exhibit. Sorry, I'm so excited. I've had this secret for months, Randall, and I can't tell you. Even Ken didn't know till tonight. So I'm glad the secrets are out, and Katie and Laura and Jack and you know what? All of the entrants that I just we have more people in the waiting room. I'm sorry. Oh dear. We have it's not, oh, there we go. I just was amazed at the entries. So definitely get out in that exhibit. And as a bonus, there's a virtual gallery because the judges had to narrow down 257 to 25. There's actually a bonus gallery online, a virtual exhibit of 33 additional images that the judges thought also deserved recognition. So you can view that exhibit on our website from the comfort of your home and see 33 more stunning monochrome images. So we hope you all enter again next year, and we'll have to come up with another theme. We're starting to work on that now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you want to do that one there? No, you can do that one. There. Or I'll do it.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me. So along with the photography exhibits, there are many opportunities to meet the photographers through the month of April. We're going to be having a virtual event on April the 20th. So we are going to zoom across Baffin Island, Nunavut on an armchair travel journey. You can join adventurer and photographer Lola Reed Allen through photos and stories, and you'll be able to register on Eventbrite starting next week.
So that'll be very exciting, yes. And all of our events are posted on our calendar page on our website, sparkphotofestival.org. The festival map, all of the individual web pages, the calendar, when you can go and meet the photographers. That's always really fun because sometimes they'll tell you the inspiration from their photos or from their theme. And that's a really unique opportunity. And that's, another wonderful part of Spark. So look at that. We're done early. I want to thank all of you for coming. We know there's lots going on these days, and we do hope for the next month. That's a really great thing. You have 30 days to get out there and enjoy the exhibits. Mark your favorites on your map or on your app, and be sure to get out, tour the area. The weather will be getting nicer soon.
Absolutely. Seasonal conditions expected this weekend.
Yeah, see, Teresa knows these things. And so we certainly hope you'll go and see our showcase exhibit at the Y. Cornford Forester is also at the Y, and we've got community groups, like I said. The Brain Injury Association of Peterborough Region, theirs is actually outside in their window on Charlotte Street. So you can just gaze at it as you're going by. So lots to see and do, and shop and support the businesses while you're there, because they need all of our help, and they've been so wonderful to host us. And thank you to the photographers, thank you to all of our juried entrants and our volunteers again. When you're out and about, if you're having a good time and you want to post on social, use hashtag #SparkPhotoFestival. I'll be keeping an eye on those, and we love to see how everyone's enjoying it.
I was a very organic introductee to the Spark Photo Festival. I was in a local diner many years ago, and I was admiring remarkable images on the wall. And I asked about it, and the owner explained to me how they happened to come there. And that's how I came to know Spark and the remarkable work that is done by these amazing photographers and the committee. And all of this is such a community connection from our venues to our judges to our photographers. Thank you to all of you for continuing to be part of keeping this remarkable interaction alive through photography.
And does anybody have any questions? We have 4 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that. Well, look at us go. I don't know how to unmute. Oh, Lily O'Neill is in the waiting room. Sorry, I got
Hi, Lily.
Welcome to the people that just joined us. I saw a few people came in late. I got a little sidetracked and didn't let people in the waiting room. So we'll just announce our winners of our juried in case you missed that. Honorable mention is Laura Ju DeWolf with Grand Central Station. And we had in 3rd place, Katie Element with Pinch Hitter. In 2nd place, we had Close Encounter by Jack Loughran. And, oh, sorry, Helen. And our best in show is Financial Shuffle by Randall Romano. I'm sorry if it was difficult to get in. I did have a waiting list, a waiting room, and we got a little sidetracked, and so I do apologize. We're a 2-man band here.
So for those who do want to have a copy of the brochure, where do they get that, Jennifer?
Those are at every exhibit. There's little piles of them. There's some right in the rack at the front of the library at each exhibit. So look on the website, and then at each exhibit you can find them. And they'll also be at the visitor center downtown. There'll be some in the brochure racks there, or when I get them there. Yes, get to the venues. That's exactly, get to the venues and pick one up there. And then there's also a QR code where you can scan and get to our website and get to the app download. So it's very easy.
Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing all of you out and about through the month of April, visiting where you can and when you can, and having a chance to be really inspired and moved by these remarkable works.